Hello everybody, welcome back. Today is 20th May 2025. On Tuesday, we are on Xauusd chart, and let's just see what's happening right now. And based on the market's structure, I'm gonna show you what are the possible case scenarios, entry points, TP profits, and if you had taken your trades, where could be the possible places for your profit target and also your stop losses. So market just began from here, which is the opening candle of the day, and as you know, I always just draw a rectangle here to see what are the possible places for the market to see whether it's going to react to it or not. So market was in a downtrend clearly in the beginning of the day. Then it creates a wedge pattern. If you see the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch, very good place to go short. Below this one, you could just put your sell stop and your stop loss here. You could just put your profit target down here. If you see when the market reaches to this place, it makes a beautiful hammer or whatever you call it. Then market rallies up above this candle, can't make it, and comes back down again. And let me just show you what's the reason behind this. So when market touched this level, you could have seen these two places, okay, have been touched. So market is clearly in a downtrend, higher high, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, and it's clearly in a downtrend, but with a little momentum. And what's the reason behind this? The reason is that we are still in a big trading range. And if you just look at the video I released on Thursday 16th May, previous day, Friday, I told you market is in an uptrend. Then market just broke below, and I knew that we have entered into a trading range, because when the this channel broke, the next phase would be the trading range. And if you remember, this red line is here, the open of the wick, and market was here. I took a trade, put my profit target. Hopefully it hit it. Possible MTR after this channel broke. You could again go short here, and market came back down and touched this candle, which was the opening of the wick, rallied upside. Then it created this channel downside. Now it has been broken, and if you just guys see my short video for today in the morning, I took a trade here and went live, because I knew that this channel line is not going to hold. Why? Because we had earlier entered in a trading range. It has been broken, created a flag. Then I was waiting for the possible second leg. So this one is the first leg, and this one is the second leg. All right. So let's begin with what exactly happened based on candle by bar. I'm going to analyze market. After this wedge formed, market started to form series of bearish candles, big bodies, and very little shadows below. So I knew that we have entered in a spike phase. So you see no pullbacks you see here. Then after the spike phase is the channel. So this is in a small channel in lower time frame, which is the 1 minute time frame. You can easily see what is happening here. So the first touch, and we know that after every spike, the possible scenario for the channel is 3 pushes. So this is when the first push, second push, and the third push. Now clearly it breaks it upside and comes back down, and I know that I have entered into the trading range, which is the third part of the market cycle. And this is the first part that market comes back up, and also the bottom of the channel is the next place. So I would consider this area as my trading range area, if you see, market has clearly responded to these levels. And when the trend line, when this trading range breaks, I'll be waiting for a pullback to see whether market wants to continue going up or it wants to fail it. And if it fails, the next part that market would touch possibly would be here. So if this candle would have been reversed down and closed below this line, I would have taken my short position, putting my stop loss here. But that wasn't the case. Why? Because of this beautiful candle, and also specifically this one, which was a confirmation for going long. You can see it again in the short videos. So let me just zoom in a little and talk about this level. If you remember, I told you this is a trading range. It broke, then created a wedge pattern, which is a bull flag. So first push, second push, and third push with a small failed breakout below. I really like overshoots when it comes to trading flags, because when it breaks from one side and can't make it, it will usually breaks the other side. That's why I'm really interested in such patterns, and lots of traders, professionals, put their buy stops here. That's why after the market reaches this level, it triggers all the positions, and this beautiful candle forms. After this formed, the market came back down, and I just bought the market with no sell limits or buy stops, with no buy limits or buy stops, and just went up with market. So what was my first target? My first target was exactly here, because I measured from the top of the flag to the bottom of the flag, which is here. I dragged the line up, and this was my first profit target. And there is also another way here to measure the higher possible targets. The first one is from the bottom of our previous trading range to the top. You could have measured this, drag the line up. This is your measure move, the possible measure move, which exactly you see this beautiful bullish candle hits the market. And the reason is that lots of professional traders who know how price action work have put their profit targets here. That's why there is no sellers here. That's why this is how market just pumps up and takes all these profit targets. And after this happened, I just started buying again. There is a reason behind this, which might be really interesting. I can see another trade right now. So there is another reason behind this. If you remember, I told you from previous day that after this channel broke, after this spike and channel, we have entered in a trading range. And trading ranges, guys, can just stay for a long time. And up to this moment I'm talking to you, this trading range is in work. So up, down, so this is another phase of going down. And when the market hit below the trading range, which is also the low of the previous day, I had expected to, if I see somehow movements to the upside, to the top, I'm going to buy the lows, which I did exactly, because I knew if I buy the lows, I can make it for another possible successful trade. But no one is certainly sure about what market is gonna do in even a second after my every word. So it is what it is. You have to only stick into your strategies and see what happens. So all in all, if you manage your trades correctly, if you don't just be somehow excited, you won't ruin your trades. That's why I have taken this, and just let me just break this down into more details. This last flag, even is another wedge, exactly like here. If you see 3 pushes, 1, 2, and 3, and also you see this trend line has been broken, goes to the upside, comes back down to test. And something else about I can say, there is a gap between the desktop and the bottom of this low. If market can't touch it and breaks from and just pushes to this upside, it means bulls are so strong. That's why I told you in a couple of minutes ago I see another trade here. So if it closes above, you can buy the market again. So just another push, I can just put my buy stop here. That's it. And also my, if when it's just triggered my buy stop, I'm gonna just put my stop loss down here. And also I might consider putting my other stop losses for these earlier trades under the last low. So let's see what happens. I hope market I hope market does what it intends to do. So this is about Xauusd, and look, wait for the updates for tonight. Now let's dive into another analysis, which is another chart, EURUSD. Just giving you a whole idea of what's currently happening at the moment. The same patterns I see on EURUSD, and spike yesterday, created channel after channel broke. You should expect the next phase, which is the trading range. So channel breaks below, now we have entered into a trading range, comes down, goes up, and comes down. So you can buy, you can sell all these lows and see what happens. It is what it is. This is how we trade the markets when it is in trading ranges phase. So something else about this channel downside, it broke from the upside on New York session, came back down again. Lots of people say, oh my god, I got hunted, this banks don't let us to trade properly. I don't believe in such comments that usually I believe market gurus make. There is no stop hunters in the market because they don't care about you, and banks even don't see you. Okay, so if you say such words about market, it means I always consider that you're making an excuse. It means you are wrong, not the market. Let's see what happens. Lots of people have gone long here because they see this as a very good, beautiful rally upside. The channel is broken, and then they go long. But the only thing I see here is a channel, and all channels, doesn't matter bullish or bearish, they all are flags for the continuation of the previous trend, which is downside here. So another possible flag breaks the flag and comes back down, and it comes back down so fast. Why? Because lots of buyers were absolutely disappointed here. They just instantly started to sell out of their positions, and even market hits their targets, hits their stop losses. You see here, exactly here under this candle, there were a lot of stop losses. So when my market hits, they are disappointed, they get out, and lots of other sellers see this such beautiful candles after each other as a very strong bull market. That's why when there are no buyers and there are only sellers, they have put their profit targets. That's why market just rallies down so fast and takes the other profits stop losses here, because people who had gone long, they had put their stop losses here, and market easily takes it, because this is not how you should trade. And you might say, if that's the case, what is this spike doing? Why did it form after this MTR, major trend reversal? This is the trend, comes back down and reverses again. The reason is that lots of sellers had taken their profits. Lots of disappointed buyers had gone out, and also lots of clever professional traders had put their buy limits here. And the reason is that this low is the previous low of the day, of the previous day. And also, for those who know the market cycle, spike, channel, and we are in the trading range phase. That's why they only see this as the possible low of the whole bigger trading range. That's the reason. So simple, right? So let's just talk about the pattern I see today. We had a spike. After a spike, 2 legs down. Lots of people had gone up, had gone long here, because when they see this spike, they buy every candle below this candle, below this one, and also below this one, and they put their stop losses just down here below the spike, and they go long. That's why such beautiful next leg begins. And we know that after the spike phase, we enter into the channel. Lots of people buy, take profit, comes back down, buy, take profit, buy, take profit, buy, take profit. And this is what you have to always do. Don't think necessarily about risk to reward, because risk to reward is something I think is a scenario to let you be a loser. Don't think about it. Just easily trade, take your profit, take your trade and take your profit, and come out and leave a little for yourself. Don't think about markets all the time. All right. Excuse me. So after this channel finishes with 3 touches, 1 touch, the 2nd touch, the 3rd touch, it creates a beautiful wedge and breaks the low of this channel, which is the 1st touch. And when people see this, traders see this leg down, they somehow expect the 2nd leg down. That's why when it comes up, they sell it, put the profit, their seller stop here, and put their profit targets on the previous lows of the previous channel. Market breaks down. So 1st leg, the 2nd leg, and this one, this leg here, these 2 legs here are can even form the 1st leg. So if I consider the 1st leg another correction, the 2nd leg comes back down also. And also we know that after a spike channel, we have to expect the trading range, which goes up, comes down, and goes up. But where does it exactly forms the next trading range? We don't know yet. Maybe after, if I just measure this and drags it down, maybe this is a possible place for forming the 2nd leg down, 1st leg, 2nd leg, and market reverse back up again. And maybe it can just continue coming to this place, which is the low of the channel, low of this channel, right? And even it can just reverse back up from here and creates the trading range in this area. All in all, we are in trading range today, I think. And as long as we are in this area between this green line and this one, the trading range is in action. And let's see what market happens when the New York session begins. And as long as again we are in this trading range, I'm going to sell highs and buy lows, and even I can just sell it here and see what happens in the other hours of the day. So for a small practice, I'm just going to short the market, put my stop loss above. This is what I always do in trading range markets. Another sell. Just let's see what happens, because this is, and I'm going to also put my profit target for the possible next leg downside. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Just manage your trades and don't let the market to do whatever it wants to do, and stick to your strategies, and wait for the next analysis of today. I'm going to update it when